this species of variformin's been extinct since the Cretaceous period. I mean, this thing isn't one of this thing. What?
It's a dinosaur.
Well, I just finished watching Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, one of my favorite movies of all time, and I was thinking to myself, how am I going to follow that up? Oh, I know, Tammy and the T-Rex. So yeah, this movie came out in 1994, right when Jurassic Park was still the highest grossing movie of all time. So naturally, dinosaurs were everywhere. Leave it to the director of Mac and Me to cash in on Steven Spielberg's 1993 groundbreaking masterpiece. No, I mean the other 1993 Steven Spielberg groundbreaking masterpiece. Anyways, we start off with a title that looks like it was written by a kindergartner. We see our main hero Tammy exercising in the most 80s way possible, and wouldn't you know it, they're exercising to a song about a T-Rex.
I'm a T-Rex on the prowl, a reptile on the move. Better watch your step, I'm coming after you.
Masterful foreshadowing if I've ever seen it. But the weird part is that even after the song ends, the opening credits keep going, so our characters are talking while the rest of the credits appear underneath them. I feel like I'm watching a sitcom with credits playing over conversations. But anyway, Tammy's boyfriend Michael picks her up, who, believe it or not, is played by the late Paul Walker. I have never once seen a Fast and the Furious movie, so I don't really have any jokes prepared for this character. The two walk outside the gym where we meet Byron, the gay black friend in tribal clothing.
It's a pleasure to meet you in the flesh. You know, Tammy talks about you all the time. And I can say, girl, you didn't exaggerate one little bit. Well, I got to fly. Bye, Michael.
Tammy gives a flower back to Michael because she's afraid her ex-boyfriend will show up and beat him up. Upon receiving the flower back, Michael eats it. But Tammy's jealous ex-boyfriend shows up, as we can clearly see by Tammy completely switching directions in between two shots. The ex-boyfriend starts to fight Michael in probably the most poorly edited fight scene I've ever seen. Alright, if I make fun of every little editing mistake, we're gonna be here all day. The cops come and arrest the ex-boyfriend, but Tammy is still very distressed about the whole situation.
Tammy!
Acting! We then cut to our villain for the movie, a cliché German mad scientist who has built a robot T-Rex for absolutely no reason at all. You can tell they had to shoot this scene quickly before the crew of Jurassic Park realized they broke into the studio. To test out the robot dinosaur, the scientists called in Arnold Schwarzenegger's long-lost twin brother to help display to no one at all how powerful the robot is. And I have to say I'm impressed, because this dinosaur is so strong that it causes a hand to grab the dumbbell and throw it into the air.
Derp, derpity, derp, 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 derpity, derp, derp, derp.
Oh my god. This is terrible. Later that night, Tammy invites Michael over for some awkward sex as he pulls up to her house.
Michael, come over here. Climb up the trellis.
Oh, please don't start reciting Shakespeare. Adam, Jesus. Michael stumbles into the house and Tammy slightly touches her phone, resulting in it to unrealistically fall over. Her father downstairs gets suspicious and somehow calls her phone from inside the house. You can't do that, and this is before cell phones. Plus, why would he call her? Does he really not care that much about her that he can't just walk upstairs to her room? But before they can start having sex, the ex-boyfriend shows up, breaks into her house, threatens to kill Michael, and then he and his cronies drive after him, hit him with a baseball bat, and dump him in a wild animal habitat to be killed by a lion. Are you sure this is supposed to be a comedy? I feel like this is supposed to be a dark psychological horror movie about a disturbed serial killer. But they just decided to add a T-Rex at the end.
You better not tell anyone who did this. What do you think they're gonna do to him?
I'ma call a couple of hard pipe-hitting niggas to go to work on the homes here with a pair of pliers and a blowtorch.
Alright, so the boyfriend drops Michael off to be killed by a lion, which is the dumbest thing ever. Just because there's a lion there doesn't mean it's hungry and wants to kill him. Michael could easily just walk out of the park and call the cops. So Michael is rescued somehow, I don't know how the ambulance knew how to find him, and the next day Tammy and Byron go to the hospital to visit him.
Ooh,
He's in intensive care. That's room 203 down the hall.
Okay, thank you. Come on.
Nice day, sister.
Oh yeah, because anyone can just walk into an intensive care room without any questions or ID. I mean, she knows her ex-boyfriend attempted to murder her boyfriend. This kid should be in jail. Whoa, I didn't think the boom mic had a cameo in this movie. How did they manage to get the boom mic to make an appearance? But the mad scientist shows up to the hospital, pretends that Michael is dead, and then he and his stereotypical German mistress literally steal him from the hospital to put his brain in a robot dinosaur. As they operate on him, I just have to say I sure am glad they put in that 2-second shot of Arnold Schwarzenegger vomiting. So they all leave, and Michael in the dinosaur's body wakes up, and despite having the shortest arms of any dinosaur, he's able to pick up a random mirror that's lying there. And he can also dial a phone and hold it up to his ear. And he is a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So there's a random party at someone's house and the dinosaur shows up.
Oh my gosh, earthquake!
Don't go say that, I'm scared.
Maybe it's a dinosaur.
Maybe it's your breath, honey.
No, it's a Jurassic Park ripoff. Not to mention, how exactly did the dinosaur walk all the way from the laboratory to the party without being seen? It's only a T-Rex walking down the street. He finds Byron and picks him up for no reason at all, but look, you can see the arms on the animatronic while the fake arms are holding Byron up. Oh yeah, T-Rex can step on a car without breaking or denting it. Eat on that, Jurassic Park. Oh, and here's something you thought you'd never seen in this movie. Police officers.
Hey, Sheriff, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You know, you really ought to come hunting with us sometime, Sheriff.
Wait. The black cop is named Sheriff Black.
No. Go find some clues, okay? Yes, sir.
Yeah, go on, you. Just find clues. The next morning, Michael walks over to Tammy's house, again without being seen, and Tammy's in the middle of putting on some makeup. Oh well, just an earthquake. Let me just finish putting my makeup on. She sees the T-Rex and faints, and somehow Michael picks her up and carries her to a barn. 1. There is no way the dinosaur can get into her room without completely destroying the front of the house. 2. I don't care how long you say his arms are, he's gonna have to carry her in his mouth, most likely resulting in injury and or death. 3rd, no one notices a giant T-Rex walking around in broad daylight. Tammy wakes up in the barn where Michael is waiting for her. She seems to take it pretty well that she's talking to a dinosaur. Oh jeez, look at that dinosaur standing on the haystack. That's just embarrassing. Tammy and Byron team up and decide to work together to find Michael's body. The first place they look is at Michael's funeral, where the T-Rex even shows up and starts crying glue. The scientists then show up and take Tammy, Byron, and the T-Rex to the morgue for absolutely no reason at all. The 3 escape and start looking around for a new body for Michael.
Did you find something?
A beautiful girl.
Byron, I don't want a girl.
Well, neither do I.
Ha ha, gay jokes. But seriously, even if these jokers do find the body, how are you going to get the brain in it? You aren't brain scientists. Anyways, the police show up, resulting in an action-packed car chase.
This is Unit 102 calling Sheriff Black. Come in, Sheriff Black.
What I got?
We found the dinosaur, Sheriff. It's in a truck being driven by your by your son.
Did he...
It's in a truck being driven by your son.
I forget it. And seriously, what's with the horrifically unfunny sex jokes all of a sudden?
That's my dad!
What are we gonna do?
Hang on to your boots, girl. It's gonna be a bumpy ride!
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
They managed to evade the cops, but they lost Michael. Oh, no, it's okay. He's perfectly fine. He just has like 2 branches on him. Cops catch up to them, but Tammy and the T-Rex escape via some of the worst animation ever. Oh, okay. I guess we're in Of Mice and Dinos now. The police follow Byron as he rides his bike to another barn that Tammy and the T-Rex are at, and...
Hello? Tammy? You guys in there?
Is that you, Byron?
Yeah. Are you decent?
Just a minute.
Did Tammy have sex with the T-Rex?
Michael, honey, wake up.
Okay, I'm just gonna wrap this up. The police find out the truth about the T-Rex and the mad scientist, and Tammy somehow steals Michael's brain and is able to hook it up to a video camera in her room so that she can strip tease the brain when she gets home from school every day. So that was Tammy and the T-Rex. Horribly unfunny, horribly boring, and horribly terrible. Well, I think that's about it for this episode, but what? Oh my god! The second annual Cineman Disapproval Awards are coming! Yeah! Nominees will be announced soon.